Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community and around the world. We've got another episode of The Morning After coming at you hot and live. Josh is in the stew. We're going to cook a 6-teamer today. We got early morning baseball. We got Champions League soccer. We got NBA playoffs. We got NHL playoffs. And everyone's horny.
So horny.
I'll just say it. I'll say it. I feel like it's a great day to be horny. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like if you were to pick a day that you were going to get horny on the books, today feels like a great day to have a day and be a little bit horny. Also, shout out the crew neck. Make sure you guys go check out Opaque Archives on Instagram. Please go tell them I said what's up. Don't be afraid to enter their giveaway. They're giving away a free hoodie. Everyone's always asking where I get my drip from. This is where I get my drip from. Nobody asked me.
Who be asking that?
But I'm just letting you know. I feel like I'm more frequently than anyone else at Bookit. People are like, damn, where'd you get that?
For sure.
Especially in my DMs. Whenever we get a viral clip and I'm wearing a hat, I always get like 3 DMs of guys that are like, yo, don't really fuck with the content, but where'd you get that hat? It's like, okay, dude. And I'm definitely not telling you. I've literally had
hilarious.
Jets fans get in my thing and be like, yo, don't really fuck with your content, but that Jets hat is sick. Where do you get that? Like, okay, you think I'm going to tell you, dude? You think I'm going to tell you where I get that? There's no shot I'm telling you where I get that. Wow. I mean, a lot happened last night. Let's run the graphic. What in the world? We got a lot of sports going on, a lot of sell jobs. So let's talk about it. Did Dave just bust downstairs?
Yeah, it sounded like it. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yo, Dave. Did you just bust? What the fuck? I just want you guys to know, like, Big Dave literally just sounded like he busted. Live. That literally sounded like he busted. That was crazy. Wow. I mean, should we talk about the Dallas Stars? What a shit org.
Yeah, wow.
3-0, huh? 3-0.
I turned the game off and went to bed.
3-0.
I turned the game off and went to bed.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure the Stars turned the game off and went to bed too, is what it looked like. Did. But I mean, again, I feel like we talked about it. The Avs are just a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Stars, like you're running into a buzzsaw. And I'm out. Peace, Lauren. Sorry. I mean, Lauren, we got to just. Lauren, we're just going to get it out of the way. And then we're going to talk about another team. But let's just, firstly, backpedal a little bit, talk about Josh's shirt. What the fuck, dude? I just feel like, what the fuck?
We don't even have to address it. We'll just see week one. We'll see week one.
I also do want to address Peggy in chat really quick. I feel like he's on my ass.
Oh, yeah. He's always on my ass.
Peggy, yesterday I was wrong. Hand up, man. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I didn't know ball. Mm-hmm. Hand up. I was wrong. Ousmane Dembélé might be the worst player in the entire Champions League. They hit the pipe 4 times. If they convert even 3 of those, we hit the over and PSG, so I would have been right both times. But yesterday, dropped the ball. But I'll tell you what, it's Real Madrid today, and I'll put my balls on it. I'll get neutered if Real Madrid doesn't win today.
Dude.
Is what I'll do.
I kind of like Bayern today.
Yeah, I bet, Josh. Dude, I'm fucking over Josh. I just want everyone to know, like, this show is on borrowed time right now. This show is on borrowed time.
You and Pega on Real.
Yeah, we'll be seeing, boys. We'll be seeing, boys. I just want everyone to know this show's on borrowed time. Yesterday, for those of you that tuned in, Josh brought up that PSG was minus 150 to advance and said that he liked it. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go with Josh is the minus 150, eat a little juice, PSG to advance. And he went, yeah, I like that. And then I'm watching the game. I go downstairs in Moose shit because Dortmund's up 1-0. Josh looking at me weird. I was like, dude, we're in Moose. And he sits down and he goes, one of us is in Moose. I was like, there is no way. And he took Dortmund to advance and plus chicken. You're a fucking fraud. Because I even said.
We got to play back the tape. We have to bring that back.
Dude, I listened to it in my car this morning. I ran it back in my car this morning because I thought it was crazy. I also asked Trent. And Trent was like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah. Even Trent was like, that's crazy. But even I said it. The first thing I said was, if Dortmund parks the bus, I mean, they got a great chance of winning. And then you were like, dude, PSG's minus 150 to advance. I was like, you know what? Maybe we go with that.
I don't think I ever said I like that.
I just want people to know.
I think I was just stating the fact. I think I was just stating the line.
I just want people to know this show's on borrowed time. We're on borrowed time on this show. Let's talk about I mean, I do want to talk about the Champions League a little bit. Ousmane Dembélé should literally be playing in the 3rd division of English soccer. The guy's fucking useless.
He didn't do anything.
Can't use his right foot, loses every dribble, can't put the ball on frame. Ramos and the Zaire 19-year-old both fucking suck wiener. Like, no wonder Mbappe wants out, dude. No fucking wonder Mbappe wants out. I'd want out too. That team is a fucking joke. Other than Vitinha, that team is a joke. But I will give Dortmund credit. They're ready to do it. Yeah. And there's a lot at stake for Dortmund. If Dortmund wins, Jadon Sancho is now proving to Man U that Erik ten Hag is the problem. If Dortmund wins, Marco Reus finally gets to bring a UCL back to Dortmund, which I think would be really fucking cool. I've been a fan of him since I was a little boy. And it would also be Dortmund's 2nd UCL. I mean, that would be fun.
Dude, that's kind of why I think Bayern wins. I think that final would just be electric.
I think you have 2 Ballon d'Or winners on Real Madrid right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they're not a better
Jude
team,
Bellingham and Vinicius. But I'm also refusing to bet against Vinicius.
Yeah, Vinny is.
Because we did it one time. He busted on me. Then I bet on him, and he busted for me, and it was sick. So I refuse to bet against Vinny. That's just also part of the problem is I just can't bet against Vinny and watch him do what he did against Bayern last game. I can't do it.
Fair enough.
Also, we're back in Real Madrid.
He did what on you?
Busted on me. I want it to not go under the radar that Jovan said if he got a homer from I forget what player, he was going to put cock on carpet.
That's insane. Josh Naylor.
Yeah,
and he hit one.
He hit one. And he didn't put his cock in the carpet. So people are saying. The Dallas Stars are moose shit, dude. I mean, you can't blow a 3-0 lead at home.
No, you cannot do that.
You just can't do that.
Well, you can. I guess you can.
They just can't do that. And the Mavericks, you can't get blown out like that in OKC. Texas Live was in fucking moose yesterday. Yeah.
They were having no fun there.
Like actual moose.
No fun.
What do you do if you're in that Texas Live? You're like, dude, we got the Rangers, we got the Stars, and we got the Mavs. This is the perfect day. Let's go to Texas Live, get a couple beers. You're leaving in fucking moose shit.
Yeah, you go home early. You go home.
Like, what do you do in that scenario? Neck high and ostrich piss. Where do you pull these animals out of, dude? Like, literally, Jovan just pulls these animals out. Shit, yesterday he was like, cockroach shit. I was like, dude, what? Yeah, Bookit Prime, someone might need to check on him. Let's just make sure Bookit Prime's good before we continue. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, dude, the Mavs looked... Here's my thing. I said it yesterday. I think the Thunder are good. I think they're just a team that's too young to know better, so they just play free.
Yeah.
No one has any experience other than Shea, and he's your guy. So that's the only guy you want to have experience, but they just play, dude. Like, they don't care about the stakes. They don't care about the game, and they knock shots down, dude. They got 6 shooters.
Yeah.
That can all shoot the ball 1 through 5. It's actually so hard to defend. But, I mean, dude, I've never seen a team lose more faith in themselves than the Mavs when they go down.
Yeah.
The minute the Mavericks go down more than 8 points, it feels like the game's over. It feels like Luka checks out, Kyrie checks out. None of the role players feel like they have confidence to hit shots. Like, I've never seen a team look worse when they're down than the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, dude.
Yeah, it is. They didn't.
So I feel like you got 2 guys that can go get you a bucket and bring you back from whatever deficit you're down. But it feels like when they go down, it's like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. And then Luka's like, all right, I'll do it. And then if Luka's called it, Kyrie never takes reins. It's like, all right, I'll do it. Like, I just feel like that's what they haven't figured out yet.
Yeah.
Is that dynamic when they're down of who they're going to go to. And if one's not clicking, it's okay to get the other one going.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay, though. I feel like they always lose game 1, don't they?
I mean, we'll take a game 1 loss. That was just tough. The game didn't go over because the Mavs didn't score enough. But it's just a tough game 1, though. You know, you kind of get punched in the jaw. But I feel like I agree. That's kind of what the Mavs want. And that's kind of what the Mavs do. Is for whatever reason, Jason Kidd just feels like he goes out there with no game plan game 1. And then game 2, they come out with a game plan, which I fucking hate. But yeah, I mean, the Prize Picks Insider info for the taco discount needs to be fucking studied. I agree, man. I got Luka Red God take his points after Drew Holiday clutches up for me and he gets fucking 20 points. It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
In a game 1. I don't know, dude. Dallas might be in moose with these 3 teams, dude.
They might be. Well, they are.
And every time I'll say this too, for Dallas fans and Texas fans, because I'm a Mavs semi-fan. I'm semi-fan because I live here. If I want to see one team do well, it's the Mavericks. Just because I like basketball a lot. And the only team we have in New Jersey is a hockey team. But I mean, dude, it's bad news bears when at the end of the first period, the Hockey USA guys are like, this feels like the year the Stars can do it.
Yeah.
Whenever they say that about your team, it's fucking over.
It's over.
It's over. No matter what sport, no matter what program, even if it's Chuck and Shaq or the other guys, the minute that they say this might be the year that they do it. We talk about this team a lot. This might be the year they do it. It's fucking over.
Yeah.
Do you want to apologize for your Cavs take? I just feel like,
dude, I said that they're gonna win one of the games.
You
on
were
the road.
confident.
Yeah,
in game one.
We take him again tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
I think we
That's
saw.
what I said. I said that they're gonna win. They're gonna steal one of the games on the road.
I think we saw game
4-1.
one, and I don't think the Cavs are ready for this matchup. No, Jared Allen is tough.
They're not gonna win the series. I'm not saying that.
No, but I'm just saying I don't even think they'll get a game.
One game.
The sharp guy on ESPN Bet Network said you might as well bet the sweep.
No, that wasn't him. That was the other guy.
No, that was him.
No, it was the other guy.
You thought it was Aaron. It wasn't. It was him.
No, it was the other guy on the left. Like another guest came on.
No, that was the hockey guy.
He took Boston too. He did take Boston.
The sharp guy with the hair gel and the cheap suit literally said you might as well take them plus 140 to sweep.
Yeah, they're not doing it. I stand by it. I stand by it.
I'm just saying.
I stand by it.
I'm just saying.
Nico Horner also shit day.
Yeah,
shut up, man.
Trent and I need to have a word with you. Trent said you need to get spanked for how bad the PP squares have been. Maybe just to get you back in your groove.
People forget I made Trent like 2K in like 2 days. So
not me. That's funny. I don't remember the last
time you made me. You don't ask for the golf plays,
dude. I gotta ask you now. I gotta ask.
Well, he texted me. He asked me.
I gotta ask you
on the weekend. Yeah,
dude. When I was a kid, really funny story. Actually, you probably shouldn't tell that story.
Dude, I have something that we need to talk about that you'll love.
Well, I would like to firstly just address the Carolina Hurricanes because that org should fucking hang them up. Honestly, the Carolina Hurricanes, I'm going to say Igor did a great job because he did. I think he had 50 plus saves.
Mm-hmm.
But what is wrong with that organization? You get power plays in both overtimes. You get power plays in the third period, and you can't finish fucking chances. It doesn't even seem like they have a scheme for their power plays. It doesn't even seem like they have a scheme, a plan, a play, or anything in place to take advantage of a power play. And it's not like the Rangers penalty kill looked that impressive either. There was some holes. Igor is phenomenal. But if you're the Carolina Hurricanes, you got to finish that out.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
Mikey, I'm an absolute soccer locksmith, and it's Real Madrid money line for a slam. All right, we might need to move on. We might need to move on.
I think you should move on.
But I mean, the Canes, that was the biggest joke of all time.
Yeah.
We were sweating it out on Night Sweat, shout out. And literally immediately when the Rangers got that power play, it was over. Yeah. It was over, dude.
It was done.
It was literally over. And the Canes had a power play before that, had no confidence in their ability to finish a play. But the minute the Rangers got one, it was over.
That's the worst. It was over. When you just know, your team's in a great position, you just know they're going to fuck it up.
It's over.
Yeah.
I knew it was over. What happened that you want to talk about?
Dude.
Krabs and Jovan? No.
I don't know if you saw this.
What?
But that reporter that was saying weird shit to Caitlin Clark
is
banned from their games.
As he should be. He's a fucking creep.
That's incredible.
But you know what, though? That should tell you that not only was there a lot of backlash, but that people in the Indiana Fever organization and people in Indiana media were like, this guy is a habitual creep.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Which is good. There was definitely more than that one complaint.
Dude, for him to say that and be like, oh, it's just a brain fart. Like, no, dude, that guy, I'm sure has people in his basement in GTA. Like that guy just, and then when they show his photo in the little, they always put Caitlin Clark and then his photo, he looks like a guy that is a freak show.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like a freak show and he looks like a pervert and he looks like a guy that would say something like that to Caitlin Clark. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sure he said stuff like that to WNBA players before, but now there's actual press and media on it. So he got caught.
Yeah.
And I'm happy he's banned. He's not allowed to report on the Indiana Fever live in person. And I hope, I'm not going to say I hope he loses his job because I'm sure he has a family that he needs to support, but I hope he learns from his mistake and I hope we don't give him another chance to be on the microphone like that, at least with women in the room.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I also got a question for you.
Yeah.
Just fuck that guy. We're done with him.
Yeah.
But
Greg Doyle.
I want to
if you're naming your kid Greg Doyle, you're setting him up to be a freak.
That is true. That is an awful name. I'm going to give you the floor here. I want to hear your take on the Atlas's 5th overall pick.
First of all, I just want to say we killed the number 2 overall pick. I think Connor Schellenberg was a great pick. Great pick. I think he's going to change our offense. I think he's an attackman that is going to move some needles, especially because Jeff Teat, for whatever, has taken his foot off the gas with one on a score. So now we have Xander, Jeff, and Connor as our attack. I feel like that's a dangerous attack because Xander and Connor are both snipers and sharks, and Jeff Teat's just going to facilitate. But when I write down on a piece of paper, Pat Cavanaugh by any means, it's because I've watched him play lacrosse and I see what he can do to an organization. He's a gritty guy that puts his body on the line, that played in a national championship when his team needed him the most with a fake taped up hamstring. And I've become an Atlas superfan. Like, I live and die with this team. I bet them almost every game. We're moose shit. And it's because we don't finish out games. We don't score in big opportunities. But we have a moose shit goalie and a bad defense. The reason why Concannon retired last year is because he was moose shit. And no other team wanted him. We were probably going to cut him, so we hung him up because he was ass. And I don't mind saying that. I don't think the PLL has big enough viewership yet to have angry fans that come at players, but I'll do it. Concannon was moose shit, and I'm happy he's off the org. But we traded for a goalie, and we already had a backup. And Pat Cavanaugh was on the goddamn list and was probably best available. And keep in mind, not a single other team drafted a goalie, I think, until the 3rd and 4th round.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he would have been drafted in the first, but he wasn't mocked to go in the 1st and 2nd in a single draft mock that I looked at. And at number 5, we took a fucking goalie. And I'm not saying he's not a brick wall, because I'm in on him now. I'm in on Liam Entenmann. I'm in on him now. Because I think we needed a wall, and we got a wall, because apparently he's Hall of Fame. Everyone that I talk to within the org, within the PLL, is telling me that we got a Hall of Fame goal, which I think is good, because Concannon was moose shit last year, and we blew games because we had 4 goal leads, and he'd let up literally everything that Ma threw at him. And we drafted the Great Wall, which is cool. But my problem is we reached. And as a Jets fan and a fan of organizations that habitually reach for bad picks that you can wait, other than Joe Douglas, when you remove Zach Wilson, what he did in this year's draft was perfect. He didn't reach for a wide receiver. He didn't reach for a backup quarterback. He took the position we needed and then waited and got the best possible player in the later rounds. And I think that's what we should have done. I think it's okay if you miss out on Liam, because I think Pat Cavanaugh is a guy that changes a locker room. I think he's a guy that changes a culture. And I think he's a guy that changes the way you play the game. Because when you see Pat Cavanaugh taping up a fake hamstring to play in a game, everyone else is fired up. And when you reach and draft a goalie and they cut to our old coach, who, by the way, I'm not a fan of because he's literally sold away two seasons straight. And he says, and the guy's asking me, he goes, I don't know what the plan is. If you throw him into the fire, you let him sit, you let him learn. And our response is, we got 3 goalies. We're going to let everyone compete. Are you fucking brain dead? Because I don't think he understands that we are a moose shit org. So if you draft a top 5 pick, they're fucking playing. And our response is, we actually got 3 goalies. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see who should. Excuse me? I don't care that you traded for Troutner. The minute you draft that goalie, the narrative is this kid's fucking playing.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. You take someone 5th overall, you got to be starting.
That's like the Bears being like, well, we got 3 quarterbacks, so we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? And then what was our next pick after that? An attackman. So it's not like we didn't need another attackman.
Yeah.
So why not go get Pat Cavanaugh and then maybe draft Will Mark in the later rounds, Syracuse goalie, maybe the Duke goalie, whoever the fuck is available.
I saw Chelly got drafted last night, like the 3rd overall
pick. Dude, he did.
2nd overall pick.
He did, yeah, to the Atlas. Yeah. Connor. Yeah, we drafted Chelly. I don't know. I was just upset because I feel like we reached for a position that, we needed, but we could have got another guy. Because I'll tell you what, an attack of Xander, Connor, Pat Cavanaugh, and Jeff Teat scores on Liam 20 times. And you're telling me that Pat Cavanaugh gets to go play with his brother in Boston now? I fucking bet. I
feel like that might be rigged.
Yeah, it feels rigged. I agree with Goots. Rigged. PLL rigged. No,
NHL's rigged too.
I don't think it's rigged. I actually think our coach is fucking brain dead, and I don't mind saying that because I'm a massive Atlas fan, and I'm going to be showing out to some games this year, and I'm just a massive supporter of the program. but I've never liked him. And I didn't like his responses to our picks. I didn't like when he got interviewed. I've never liked what he had to say. I'm just not a fan of him. Having said that, all in on the Atlas this year. I think we addressed some good positions. We got the great wall in net now. We got a great attackman in Connor, who I think is going to be an absolute shark, and I think going to cause some problems for defenses in this league. And I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to compete this year, and we're going to go farther in the playoffs, which is all I want. Just give me a deep playoff run from the boys. Give me a deep playoff run from the boys, and I'll be fired up. But that's all I have to say.
Let's go. That's all I wanted.
That's it.
I needed to hear the honest opinion about it because I saw you on stream yesterday, and you didn't seem too
Bitch, dude.
Yeah.
He was just there, and since I watched Pat Cavanaugh play, I literally have said it. I was like, dude, it'd be so cool if I got to root for Pat Cavanaugh on the PLL. Like, that would be so cool. And then for it to actually line up and have a chance to draft him, and we pass on him, just broke my heart.
Yeah.
It broke my heart.
The fake hamstring thing just, like, that's first overall pick.
That's literally first overall pick. Like, they literally said he's the most gritty, hardworking guy in the draft. Like,
Dude,
that's who we need on the Atlas. Because
didn't
we got a
he-
bad culture and a bad attitude.
Didn't he use, like, one of those, like, band things?
Yeah.
He just, like, taped it to the back of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He
insane.
literally made himself a fake hamstring to play in a
Insane.
national championship. And he changed the game, won the game for Notre Dame. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just upsetting because we've had a bad culture and we've had a bad attitude the past 2 years. And I feel like we need a guy like that to come in, change the locker room. I don't think Connor and Liam do that, but hopefully they just make us better. So that improves the culture. But let's go out. Let's fire me up.
Let's go.
All right. Should we serve some slate?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Run the graphics. Me. Slate Surfers, the part of the show where Josh and I surf the slate. We give you the plays that you need today. We got Champions League on, and it's Real Madrid. I don't give a fuck. Even though we had some sharp cheddar tune into the chat, say that he's all over Real Madrid, I don't give a rat's ass. Give me Real Madrid money line. I don't care. I'm not rooting against Vinny. I'm not rooting against Jude. At home in Madrid, this is where you close out and you beat the brakes off of Bayern. Because I don't want us to compare Dortmund and PSG to Madrid Bayern. Madrid's not a team that drops games at home, but we move. We got MLB on, early action. I want to get it out of the way. Angels, Pirates. Why does that feel like the freest nerf you've ever seen in my entire life?
Freest nervy.
Yeah. Pirates are the worst offense in baseball.
Yeah. It
All
does.
you got to do is get 3 outs. If you're the
I don't hate
Angels.
that. Yeah. I don't hate that.
And we're taking the Phillies again. I'm betting the Phillies until they lose. They are an incredible org right now.
Yeah.
So give me the Phillies again against the moose shit Blue Jays. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever you want it. -1.5 or the money line. I do not care. Give me the Phillies. Tigers, Guardians. Why do I not hate the Tigers at plus chick?
I kind of like that too.
Why do I not hate the Tigers at plus chick?
Also, shout out Jovan for the over in that game yesterday.
Yeah, that was a donk.
that was free.
That was a donk. Again, if you're going to give me the Mets at plus chicken against the Cardinals, I'm taking it. Taking it 2 days in a row now. It's smacked 2 days in a row. I don't care. I don't know why they keep. You can throw Sonny Gray on the bump. You can throw McCollus on the bump. It doesn't fucking matter. Michaelis, he shouldn't even be in the league because he can't win ball games. Give me the Mets at plus chicken again. I don't care that Sonny Gray's on the bump. I don't care. You could put fucking prime Kershaw on the bump for this Cardinals team right now. They're not winning the game. And I'm sorry, Nick, because he just came up here as this happened. Probably feels like he's catching a stray, but I was going to say this regardless. Could put prime Kershaw on the bump. It doesn't matter. Taking the Mets at plus chicken again. The melt job of the Royals yesterday was fucking disgraceful. A 3-run gag in the top of the 9th to blow the game. I mean, you're shitting me. Cricket shit out of Jovan. Where do you come up with these animals, dude? Like, where do you come up with these animals? I need to know. But I'll tell you what, we're going back to the Royals because I think the Royals are the better team. You get a top of the 9 yoink job, and I think you come back out fired up. We take the Royals again to beat the Brewers. Josh, I swear to God, if you try to pitch me the Cubs again, I'm leaving.
I kind of like the under in this game
I'm leaving.
today. I like the
I'm
under.
leaving.
The Cubs won yesterday.
We've got a BTL face-off, Orioles Nationals with Bradish on bump. I feel like we just take the Orioles. Why not?
Where's
Why
that
not?
game? Why don't I see it on here? Oh, here it is.
Why not?
Yeah, I like that.
Also, we got Spaghetti on the bump for the Astros. Don't we like fading him? Why don't we take that over as well?
Yeah, Spaghetti's on the board over there.
Spaghetti's on the Cy Young board over there. Why don't we take him? Those are the only ones I liked, though. Just a couple.
Okay.
Just a couple to wet the beak. Mitchell Robinson is out for 6 to 8 weeks with an ankle injury. That is moose shit. But they've been playing without him the past 2 games. He's been getting limited minutes, and he was literally like, holy shit, that's crazy that I basically was playing on 1 foot, which is, I give him a lot of credit, dude. He was putting in some minutes with literally 1 foot.
I got a play for you that you'll probably love. Reds D-backs over 9. With Montgomery and Ashcraft on the mound. Wow. I feel like that game soars. Wow. Soars.
Wow. That game could soar.
It's going to soar.
What are you doing in the Knicks game?
I don't even know what I would take in that game, honestly. I feel like the Knicks win. I just don't know about the points, and that over's too high. I would like I want the game to go over. I think it goes over, but that's just too many points.
Ashcraft? That's funny as fuck. I'm gonna take the Knicks again. Actually, you know what? Nope, I almost did it. I almost said I'm gonna be an adult and just root for the Knicks. Fuck that. I'm gonna take the Knicks. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take the Knicks.
Why don't we 2-piece Bozo pack with their money line and another money line?
Well, we're doing a 6-teamer at the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
And they're one of my picks.
Okay.
But I'm taking the Knicks.
Okay.
I also feel like, it's not a bad bet. Pacers first half. Just if you want to get in, get out. Pacers first half. Little plus chicken. Borden, I'm going to tell you this right now. Pacers money line after getting the game stolen. I couldn't disagree with you more. Madison Square Garden is fucking impossible to play in. Wow. You just open up the slate and just pick what you like, no research. That's crazy that people think I do that. I do that for baseball. For sure, I do that for baseball. Yeah. I do that for baseball 100%. Because I'll tell you what, I don't fucking watch baseball. I don't care about baseball, but I've missed one baseball bet the past 3 days. I'm literally like 8-1 in baseball.
Yeah. Locked in. So quit bitching.
They did not win that game, actually. The Knicks won that game if you go check the record. But I don't trust the Pacers in 4 quarters. You can't play 8 men against the Knicks as 6 because they beat you every time. Mm-hmm. They beat you every time. Brunson might go for 70. I agree. And I don't trust Tyrese Halliburton. When they go into Indiana, I'm sure the Pacers might get 2. They might get 1. They're definitely getting 1. They might get 2 is what I'll say about that series going into Indiana. I think that's where the Knicks, you might drop 1 or 2. But I don't think they drop games at home. I don't think you drop games in Madison Square Garden against the Pacers. And the way that Jalen Brunson is playing right now, he's the best player left in the playoffs.
Yeah, the way he's playing. Yeah, him and Ant. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, him and Ant. I mean, it's 1A, 1B.
I don't think it's even close. Those 2 are way better than everyone else right now.
1A, 1B, dude. Literally 1A, 1B is Brunson and Ant right now. And that would be an electric finals that the Timberwolves would sweep the Knicks. But I'm going to be on the Knicks today in more ways than one. You know what I don't hate is Dante DiVincenzo to stay hot, whatever his threes are. Dude, he's been clipping. And when Dante gets confidence, we saw it at Nova. We've seen it on the Knicks. He rolls games over. So I'm not going to take Miles McBride today. Today is going to be Dante DiVincenzo. I was looking at it. I just love him staying hot. I feel like now he's starting to play with some confidence. And when Dante DiVincenzo plays with confidence, people forget he was the number 1 option on those Nova teams.
He's at 3.5 threes.
Do we have a goblin?
I do not know. I'm on the book right now.
Do we have a goblin?
I can look.
Because I would love a Dante goblin. Would love a Dante goblin.
This wasn't loading yesterday. So
MJ record-breaking potentials out of Jalen Brunson. I agree. But I don't. I mean, you could. I don't mind this over either, to be honest. We know the Pacers games love to go over. I feel like game 2, maybe the Pacers play a little bit more loose. The Knicks, we obviously know in Madison Square Garden can score the ball. I mean, it's dangerous to take an over against Tibbs, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to be on the Knicks some way, somehow, be on Dante DiVincenzo for this game.
They have his gob.
And why not take Josh Hart PRA?
Yeah.
Because he's literally the hardest working man in the NBA.
His gob's 2.5, by the way.
I don't hate that at all. We got NHL playoffs. And I'm going to be honest with everyone in the chat. I really wanted to go back to the Bruins today because I feel like the Bruins, after setting the record last year for the best regular season in hockey and then getting bounced in the first round, we kind of forgot how good this Bruins team is. And now they got through the first round, which is all they really needed. I feel like when you're a team that gets bounced first round after setting records and you come back, you bring back the most important pieces and you make it to the second round, I feel like the weight's off your shoulder. And I think that's why we saw them beat the shit out of Florida.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going in the first round being like, no way we're going to do this again, dude. There's no way we're going to do this again. You got by the Leafs. And I really wanted to go back to Boston today because I feel like the Bruins are who we thought they were last year, this year. But I'm going to go against my better judgment. And I'm going to take the Panthers in game 2 to get one at home. I don't think you lose both at home if you're the Panthers. I wouldn't be shocked if they're down 3-1 coming back into Florida, but I just do not see a way in which they lose 2 at home. And if they lose 2 at home, they're getting swept because I don't think they even sniff one in Boston. But I think for one, Boston's on a high note right now, coming in, feeling really good, and the Panthers are in the locker room with Ratfuck Kachuk going, yo, what the fuck are we doing? We just let our tits get blown off in our own house. We can't let that happen. So I think I'm going to go back to the Panthers today. I think Kachuk finally gets his skates under him. Dishon Puck gets his assist today. I think I was a game early on the assist. And I think the Panthers, I'm going to say steal one at home because I think the Bruins are the better team. And Swayman is on some shit right now, which is scary to me. Swayman is on some shit. But I'll tell you what, playoff Bob is no fucking joke. And I think he got caught last game. And I don't think you catch playoff Bob 2 games in a row.
Dude, Swayman also number 1 as a goalie in hockey's maybe the sickest thing of all time.
Yeah, it's sick. Literally disgustingly
So
sick. Like disgustingly sick. And I'll tell you what, I conversed with Chell God 7 last night. And by conversed, he said he likes it. I'm going to take the over 6.5 for the Oilers Canucks.
Down to 6. Minus 120 to the over, but
I feel like that's just a good spot to take the over in game 1. Both teams are going to be feeling each other out, but I think the Canucks might get sped up by how good the Oilers are, and you might get a pretty free open game, unless I'm completely wrong.
I think game 1 of the Oilers series with the Kings, it was like 7-4 game 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They came out flying.
Yeah, 100%, which is why I think the Canucks are going to be like, holy shit, we got to fly. And then maybe you come back down to earth and you go, okay, well, let's just play our hockey and not get sped up. Yeah. But I might be totally wrong. I might have looked at the Rangers-Canes game and said, I don't think a single game other than game 1 goes over in that game. And that game becomes a free open style of hockey. And looking at this series, too easy to be like, this is the series that goes over. And it's a series that never goes over. Yeah. But I'm going to take the over in game 1 for Canucks Oilers. And I'll be honest, I'm going to take the Oilers too. I don't give a fuck. Heard Jovan last night bitching about, you're telling me the Oilers are only minus 140. It's a little too easy. If he drops nut on the Canucks, I'll live with it. But I'm taking the Oilers. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I could care less. All right, should we cook our 6-teamer?
Let's do it. I want to give chat one quick play for golf this weekend. Okay. Just a little sprinkle on Justin Thomas this weekend. That's all I got to say. A little sprinkle. He changed drivers, and he's getting like 10 more yards out of it. I don't know. Okay. Maybe he gets his confidence back.
No, I like it.
Just a little sprinkle. He's 25-1.
I'm in. Richie Parlay, you could be right or you could be wrong. And you know what? I'm just going to address this really quickly. I'm not one of the guys that gives out a pick other than in college football and college basketball that's ever like, I'm completely right. Yeah. Like, I'm okay with being like, listen, here's my read, but I could see if you read the game this way and want to bet that way. Like, I don't think taking either side is ever a dumb bet. And I'm never going to be the guy that's like, this is literally how it's going. This is how it's going. Like, this is you take this side. Yeah. So that's just never been me in any part of my life. I'll tell you how I looked at it, why I like it, but I could also completely see myself being wrong if you're on the other side and being like, I like the under. Yeah. I'm never going to be a guy that's like, you're fucking in your dick. No, like this game's going over. Like, no, I've never been like that. I never will be. So that's why I say I could be right or I could be wrong, but I'm going to bet with what I think. So do what you want with that.
Love it.
A 6-teamer on a Wednesday. I can't think of a better way to do it. And I'm going to start it off Knicks money line.
Love it.
Protect the garden, protect home.
I love it.
Let's go leg for leg.
We're going to go leg back and forth?
Leg for leg.
All right. I'm going to give you the D-backs Reds over 9.
Wow. Let's go. Some runs on a Wednesday. That always works out. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my second leg, which I don't think you're going to love, but it's the Panthers money line. I think, again, you defend home ice, you defend home. That's the third leg.
Okay. I don't hate that. I'm going to go back to the MLB for my play. This might be a little, I'm stealing it from you. Oh, we can't do these games. We don't want to do the early games.
No,
right?
We can't do the early games.
Okay. So I'm not going to take that. I'm going to give you a gross one. We're going to take JP Sears and the Oakland Athletics to win today.
What the fuck? Game 1 or 2?
Uno.
Game 1, Athletics money line. Holy shit, in the A's hat. I'm going to give you the Braves money line. I know they've been moose shit of late, but Chris Sale on the bump. I like our odds. Give me the Braves money line for leg 5.
And we're going to go back to the system. I mean, it's probably the same system you just used. We're taking the Rays money line.
Moose shit White Sox?
Moose shit White Sox.
6 teams. That's how you get one the hard way. That's our 6-team parlay for the morning after. We will address every leg tomorrow. That's our 6-teamer for today. And I'm going to give you the full platter right now. This is what's going to be tweeted out later. Maybe some slight changes we will see later on in the day.
Should we see what that pays?
Let's see what that pays.
Let's see what that pays.
Borden, what leg do you not like? We need. Sorry. Brain rot.
What'd you say in the Knicks game? Knicks minus 4.5 or money line?
No, money line.
And then, so we have your plays were
Knicks, Panthers, Braves. I went chalk of all chalk.
And I gave Rays the over and
the
A's.
Rays over A's. Eesh.
Plus 1791.
Yeah, I love that. That pays.
That
That's just
pays
what pays.
fat.
I'll tell you what. That fucking pays.
That pays fat.
Don't love that A's plays from Griffin.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah, that feels bold. Taking the A's. But in the hat, could be good luck. Or it could be an absolute disaster nightmare. All right. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you the platter for the early games of the MLB. If you take the Nerfy and the Angels Pirates, I already said it. I'm going to sprink. Just a sprink. Don't go crazy. Just a sprink. Phillies minus 1.5. Fuck the Blue Jays. Plus 122. The Phillies are red hot right now, and I'm getting Nola on the bump. Thank you. And also the Phillies team total. I think it's at 4.5, 5.5. Don't hate that either. Taking the Tigers at plus chick, and I'm taking the Mets at plus chick and the Royals. That's your 5-leg morning lay. Not a lay. Those are my 5 straight bets. I'm going to start my morning. Depending on how the rest goes, I'm either in moose shit or I'm firing up and the bookie's texting me telling me to relax on a Wednesday, okay? That's how I'm feeling it.
Chat, I will repeat the 6-legger as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, go ahead and why don't you do that right now?
They're asking for it.
Yeah, go
Might
ahead.
as well. Braves ML, Rays ML, D-backs Reds over 9, Panthers ML, Knicks ML, and A's ML.
Wow.
There we go. That's paying.
That's literally, I'm not even kidding. That's paying.
That is.
That's actually paying. That's legitimately paying. That's our 6-teamer for the morning after. We might start doing a 6-teamer every day.
Why not?
During the summer, just to see if we can get one through the hoop and see what's going on for the bots. All right. Last thing I wanted to talk about very quickly.
Mhm.
Very, 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 very quickly. Bobby Witt sold our soul yesterday. And I woke up with a feeling that he goes yard today. So do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. I didn't check the meat sheet. I didn't check RotoWire. But I got a feeling that Bobby Witt goes ding dong today for me.
Bobby Witt.
Just for the vibes. I'm feeling like that's how you get one through the hoop right there.
Dude, his fantasy score, did you... Oh, wait.
What is it up to today?
Guess what it is.
What's it up to today?
9.
Yeah, we might be getting a Bobby Witt ding dong.
What did he sell for you yesterday?
The Royals.
Oh, he just sold the Royals.
He was the last guy up.
Yeah.
Fucking botted me.
He had 17 fantasy points yesterday.
No, yeah, he's busting.
2.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the board.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Not even a demon.
I don't hate that. No, dude, he's cracked out right now. He's the best player in baseball.
That's crazy.
Literally the best player in baseball might be. He's also Barry Bonds. All right, I did want to cook a quick PP entry because I said I was going to do Dante, and I do want to do Dante. I just got to find a way to do it. So I'm going to find a way to do it right now. I really don't hate. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a goblin guy. I don't like doing goblins, but sometimes you need to see one go through the hoop. I don't hate his 2.5 goblin threes. But I don't want to put my rep on Dante DiVincenzo 2.5 threes as a goblin. That just feels soft as shit.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. 9 threes attempted is looking at me weird.
Okay. I've got a disgusting play, too. I like the 9 threes attempted, too. I was looking at that. I like that. But I've got a gross one.
Dude, I don't hate the 9 threes attempted at all. He's
like
never done it.
I like that.
Give me Dante DiVincenzo more than 9 threes attempted. What do you got?
So last time I brought this guy up, I told you to take his over, and he cashed in the first half.
I can't take lessons, Josh.
Well, it's hitting, chat. TJ McConnell less than 10.5 points. That's hitting.
Dude, TJ McConnell's been busting.
Exactly. He's on the popular tab, and he's had 18 and 20 in the last 2 games. And he's had 10.5
Dude, Josh.
on the road. I'm telling you, he's not scoring. You can take it one time.
No,
You can do it
can't.
one time.
Because
Honestly,
we're dropping a TMA pod where I'm releasing my WNBA goat whale, where I will be taking my first ever under, my first ever less than, and possibly retiring the over's name.
Okay. Then I'll give you Andrew Nembhard more than 2.5 rebounds.
What the fuck, Josh? Dude, that just feels like you're getting too cute.
Well, the first one's hitting, so if you wanted my best play, you take the first one.
And I'm not taking it.
Then you're gonna get the second one.
Okay, I'm gonna put 100 on that. I'm gonna put 100 on that and move on. All right. We end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. I'll tell you what, never take Javi Baez more than 1.5 total bases at plus chick, because it never fucking hits. He got a single, suck my soul, $50 down the drain. If it's Tarasi less than, the Mikey Over's name is safe. It is maybe a Tarasi less than, but I'm not going to reveal yet. Zachary in the RedTube YouTube chat. We end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. Going to get you out of here, get you to BTL, same stream. Don't even have to close the tab. A dream without a goal is just wasted time. A dream without a goal is just wasted time. A dream without a goal is just wasted time. Because the minute you assign goals to dreams, you start working towards them, and the dreams become the reality. So if you're there being like, oh, I really want to do this. I really want to work in sports. I really want to do movies. I really want to act. I really want to be a writer. If you waste away your day dreaming without setting a tangible goal, it's wasted time. Because you can achieve your dreams the minute you put goals to them, because you start knocking goals down, and by the end of the domino effect, you're now living your dream. Okay? Dreams without goals are wasted time. So I want you today, on a Wednesday, set a goal to your dream. Even if it's just wake up tomorrow and try it. If it's acting, take one acting class tomorrow. If it's writing, try to write 1 page of a book. Just set a tangible goal and start chasing the dream by achieving the goals that you've set. And by the end of it, I guarantee you're going to be living the dream that you've been wanting to live your entire life, because now you're knocking down little dominoes. And the minute you get to the big one, you're already living your dream and you don't even realize it. Appreciate you guys. Take one step for me and do it every single day. I promise it gets easier every day, dude. I'm not asking you to sprint. I'm not asking you to jog. Just take one step forward with me. I know how hard life can be. I know how hard work can be. I know how hard being a human being on earth can be. But just take one step forward for me. I love you guys so much. See you here tomorrow morning. I will not be here Friday, unfortunately, and possibly not Monday. We're traveling. But I'll tell you what, same thing goes. Take one step forward for me. I love you guys so much. Stay right here, same time, same place. We got BTL coming up. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from the morning after. I love you guys so much. Let's go have a day.